A jailer who tickled a female prisoner for no reason. Then what happened to the jailer shocked everyone who saw it. So the video is going to be very entertaining. That's why you must watch it till the end. Friends, prisoner number 734, Lillian, was not an ordinary prisoner. There was something strange in her eyes. The jailer, Harold, was a strict and ruthless man whom everyone in the prison feared. He believed that prisoners could only be reformed through harshness. One day, Harold found out that Lillian was extremely ticklish. It was a weakness Harold had discovered. Lillian found it very difficult to hide this habit of hers. Harold decided to teach her a lesson. In the darkness of night, when the prison was completely silent, Harold went into Lillian's cell. He started tickling her. At first, Lillian laughed, but soon her laughter turned into fear. Tears filled her eyes, and she begged Harold to stop. But Harold didn't stop. He was enjoying it. As Harold was about to leave, Lillian suddenly stopped him. She said, "You have made a very big mistake, jailer. Now you will see what happens to those who do this to me." The next day, when Harold came to his duty in the morning, he saw a small box placed on his desk. When he opened the box, inside was a toy. It was a small tickling toy. Harold got angry and threw the toy into the trash. But when he went home, he felt something strange. That same toy was sitting inside his house, too. He got scared and felt like someone was following him. The next night, while telling a bedtime story to his daughter asked him for the tickling toy. Harold showed her the toy, and as soon as she pressed the button, Harold got frightened. He stepped back in fear. Harold felt that Lillian had done something. He immediately went to her and apologized. He said, "I troubled you for no reason. Forgive me." Lillian replied, "Just apologizing won't do. You must face punishment for your mistake." Harold didn't understand what Lillian meant. The next day, Harold took a day off work and went straight to his doctor. He told the doctor, "I see tickling toys everywhere. I think I've gone mad." The doctor said, "You're not insane. This is a condition called autotelesia. In this illness, a person constantly feels like they're being tickled. It's a mental disorder. If a person has been tickled, their mind continues to feel the sensation forever." Harold couldn't understand what was happening. He went back to Lillian. He asked her, "What are you doing? Why is this happening to me?" Lillian said, "I already told you I am not an ordinary prisoner. I am a witch. I've cast a spell on you that will keep troubling you forever. I am the kind of witch who sees the fear inside people and uses that fear to make them realize their mistakes." Harold was shocked. "What should I do now?" he asked. Lillian said, "You've realized your mistake, and that is the greatest power of my magic. Once a person realizes their mistake, my spell ends." Hearing this, Harold felt relieved. He went back to the prison where he now worked as a kind jailer. Harold's life had completely changed. He had become a compassionate man who cared for prisoners. He understood that prisoners needed understanding more than punishment. One day, as Harold was passing by Lillian's cell, he saw that she was very ill. She had a high fever. Harold immediately called the doctor. The doctor said that Lillian had a very dangerous disease that could only be cured with a special herb. Harold grew worried because that herb wasn't found anywhere near the prison. Harold decided he would search for it himself, because he couldn't let anything happen to Lillian. He knew she had made him a better man. Harold apologized to Lillian and said, "I won't leave you alone. I'll bring the herb for you." Lillian replied, "Jailer, you are a very good man." Now I'm certain that my magic has worked. Harold began searching for the herb. He went into the forest and wandered for days. Finally, he found the herb. Overjoyed, he quickly ran back to the prison. There he gave the herb to Lillian. She consumed it and slowly started recovering. When she was fully well, she said, "Jailer, you are a truly good man. You risked your life for me. I will not punish you anymore. Instead, I will give you a gift." Lillian gave Harold an old book. It was a book of magic. She said, "This book now belongs to you. With it, you can make people realize their mistakes and help them become better human beings." Harold took the book and decided he would now use it to make people realize their mistakes. He was now both a jailer and a wizard. Jailer Harold became famous as the Magic Jailer. No prisoner in his prison ever went back to crime again. His magic made people face their mistakes and gave them a chance to change. Harold had found the purpose of his life. He began to bring out the goodness hidden inside every prisoner's heart. One day, a new prisoner came to the prison. His name was Jack, a dangerous gangster. Jack had deceived and robbed many people. He was arrogant and trusted no one. Harold knew changing Jack would not be easy. Harold tried talking to him, but Jack didn't listen. Harold then took out his magic book and cast a spell on Jack. Under its power, Jack began to feel the pain of every single person he had robbed. He saw their tears, their sorrow, their empty hands. Jack grew terrified. For the first time, he realized his mistake. He went to Harold and cried, "Jailer, forgive me. I've done terrible wrong. I've harmed so many people." Harold hugged him and said, "You've realized your mistake, and that's the greatest strength of my magic. Now you can become a better man." After being released from prison, Jack returned people's money and became a good human being. Harold tried to find Lillian, but she was nowhere to be seen. She had disappeared after making Harold a better man. The fame of magic jailer Harold spread far and wide. People saw him as a saint who reformed criminals. His prison, now called the Safe Haven, became a center for ending crime. One day, Harold learned that a very dangerous criminal, Cyrus, was coming to his prison. Cyrus was a terrorist who had killed many innocent people. He was cunning and ruthless. When Cyrus arrived, Harold showed him the magic book and tried to change him, but it had no effect. Cyrus attacked Harold and snatched the magic book. Harold was heartbroken because he knew if Cyrus used it, he could cause even greater harm. Harold decided he would fight Cyrus himself no matter what. He chased Cyrus, and a long battle followed. Harold defeated him and got his book back. Cyrus begged for forgiveness, saying, "Jailer, I want to become a better man now. I've realized my sins." Harold hugged him and gave him a chance. After being released, Cyrus began helping people and became a good man. Harold still works in the prison and continues reforming lives. And the video also ends here. If you liked it, please like the video and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.